Jan van Groningen, Chief Technology Officer for ABN AMRO.
So Maarten Spit, ABN AMRO, Head of Design and Engineering. So how about the future? How will the future look like?
Let's look to the journey. We wanted to be more agile, have a shorter time to market for the stuff we were delivering. Then we went agile and DevOps in a way of working around the applications. Then we have started our public cloud transformation program, in which we maybe were a little bit naive. Velocity was not at the speed we wanted to have. So then we decided to change our technology, our infrastructure technology organization to a platform-centric organization. You set up a new platform strategy. We've made some choices about having only 3 platforms and SaaS as our driving force. We are changing our sourcing model and the way we work with our partners. And we have introduced value-based selection for the applications that are moving to cloud. What's needed more?
I think the future is hybrid. From a platform strategy perspective, I think we need to better converge those platforms into a single platform estate which connects the control planes, connects the the platform services, makes it easier to migrate an application from one to the other, but also leverage the investments we do on the ecosystem of the platform. So the ecosystem is, I think, more costly than the stack itself. When looking at cost control and making smart investments, we really need to merge also the management of the platforms into one.
Yeah, I think that's indeed that's where the big challenge is. We have now our different platform stacks, tech stacks with their own management tools. Now is it how do we get a orchestration layer or a control plane layer on it, that the platform-specific management tools get minimized and that we get a agnostic, a standardized control plane over all our platforms to manage our costs, to do our CI/CD, to do all the other ecosystem services around our platforms and to operate it as one enterprise environment.
Yeah, and make smart choices on what to do where, right? So we still have our mainframe. It's a strategic platform for transaction execution. That's what we do on the mainframe, right? Advanced microservices applications, that's what we do on the cloud, on Azure in our case. Making smart choices on what to do where prevents that we need to build and design all of those services on all the platforms. We simply can't afford that. That's too complex.
Where we try to minimize the variation, because variation doesn't scale, but it will be multiple clouds which need to be connected with a solid control plane on top of it.
I think the goal is to have a menu for each and every workload, right? And not having overlap too much in the menus.
First one is getting the application side agile and DevOps, getting a cloud infrastructure in place, changing our department, which was really technology driven and not vertical end-to-end stack driven like we are now. We are now really, I think, platform centric. That puts one person, one leader in charge of a platform, which really gives clarity to the organization, but also help. And then the last part where we are debottlenecking is that we also change our relationship with our managed service provider. Because the marriage between being agile and DevOps on one side and the more rigid managed services construct we had in place with our providers for over 15 years was not really a happy marriage. So now we are changing that. We take basically the whole managed services wrapper of it. We take the people on board, but under our management cover, so we can really manage it as one virtual venture, one virtual organization, where we can give guidance to the people, where there is not a separate business case that they are managed. That's also helping us to become more agile and get the whole value chain faster and achieve a shorter time to market. So we enriched our options So the escape to cloud was a way to get freedom, and now we also introduced on-prem a level of freedom, so we've got more options to go.
Yeah, exactly.